But Fred Warner's going to join us here momentarily. Okay, he is ready to go. So first and foremost, as always, all guests, 95.7 The Game, appear on the River Islands guest line. Isn't it time for you to discover the islands? River Islands in Lathrop. And Fred is at Verizon in San Jose, 690 Blossom Hill Road, celebrating their brand new partnership with the San Francisco 49ers. The partnership is aimed at enhancing the fan experience both on and off the field. That sounds great. The partnership promises to deliver unique, money-can't-buy experiences that will elevate the fan journey through Verizon Access Rewards. So, hey, Fred, thanks for coming on. How's it going down there?
Man, absolutely. Thanks for having me on, man. I appreciate you having me.
Yeah, absolutely. The event going okay so far?
Man, it is going amazing. They are showing so much love out here. You know, I turned the corner to the old Verizon store, and I see so many fans and supporters here. You know, I wanted to obviously get in on Verizon and meet me, and it's amazing, man. I'm just so happy to be here.
Not surprised one bit. All right, camp is opening tomorrow, and so the first thing that I know I'm wondering about is your perspective on the linebacking core. How's Dre Greenlaw doing, and how does that change things for you guys this year?
Yeah, man, Dre's doing great. You know, obviously what happened to him in the Super Bowl was just, you know, it was hard to wrap your mind around, really. It was so sad to see him go down in that moment. I mean, he was having, I think, a career game. You know, you could tell that he was going to possibly be the Super Bowl MVP the way he was playing, man. And so for him to go down, that was tough for me. That was tough for our team. But he's as good as he can be, man. He's on track. He's obviously, you know, on track to get back and recover, and really good with his energy and everything, man. So he's doing really well. I'm excited about our linebacking group, man. I think obviously Dre is going to have to take his time with recovery, but the guys that we have coming in his spot, I think we got a lot of young talent. We obviously signed Devondre Campbell in the offseason, which is a great addition for us. So I'm excited about it, man.
How do you set about mentally to get jacked up to do it again? Because we talk on the show about Super Bowl or bust, and it's easy for us to say that. But starting tomorrow, you got to start the journey again. How do you wrap your mind around the journey and put February behind you?
Yeah, man. I mean, it's tough, but at the end of the day, man, I think for me, I love the game so much. It's like the first day of school all over again. Every single time I go back for training camp, seeing the fellas, man, getting back in the building. It always feels like the first one, man, honestly. And so I'm so excited for this year. You mentioned it, what our expectations are, what our standard is here that we've been able to build up to. And it, you know, I think it's an honor to have that type of pressure on us. And that's just what our standard is no matter what.
Fred Warner with us on Willard and Dibs, 95.7 The Game. Fred, what kind of challenges are associated with a whole new defensive coaching staff this year?
Yeah, I think it's just obviously just getting to know who's the one at the helm this year, you know, and I think Coach Sorensen is as good as they come. You know, he's been around the building. He knows the system really, really well. You know, we've added a couple additions from coaches to players, and it's about just getting the group to gain that chemistry and obviously work as one to attain what we're trying to do, and that's be number one, man. That's to dominate and to help our team win a championship. So I'm really excited about Nick and what he brings to our defense, and as well as a lot of the players that we've signed in the offseason and brought on.
Fred, is that looked back on correctly in your mind when you hear people look back on last year and the defense performed, but at the same time it felt at the end of the year like the Steve Wilks thing just wasn't a great fit? Do you feel like people look back on that accurately?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I feel like we still played at a really high level, man. I feel like Coach Wilks was great for us, but obviously there has been a standard set here of how we play 49er defense, right? And so we want to make sure that when they turn the tape on, it's got to look different from everybody else. And again, we still played great ball last year, but there's another level that we can get to this year.
Certainly another level, and, you know, tough right out of the gate going up against the Jets and Aaron Rodgers and company. Have you had a chance to look at the schedule? Do you kind of play the schedule game in your mind and think about certain spots and certain trips you're going to take?
You know what? I always look at the schedule, man, but I'm always excited about the first one. And I mean, we couldn't have started with a better one this year, honestly. Being at home in front of our fans on a Monday night game against a really good New York Jets team with Aaron Rodgers coming back, I don't think it gets any better than that. I cannot wait for week one.
Fred Warner with us. Fred, I know you guys have been through this before, but how is the locker room looking at yet another training camp with a big name and a contract situation with Brandon Aiyuk?
I'm sorry, repeat that first part of the question.
Yeah, I said I know you guys have been through this before, but how's the locker room dealing with yet another big name and another contract discussion?
Yeah, sure, man. I mean, I feel like this is part of it. You know, obviously, when you're a part of such a talented roster, I feel like this is something that goes on every season, and it's a good issue to have because obviously that means that your players are performing at such a high level that you know, you have to have these kind of conversations, and it's part of the business. And so, you know, obviously, we all just let them handle that, and you know, when he's back, and we'll welcome him with open arms.
Yeah, Fred, it's awesome. Have you had a chance to see the Receivers doc on Netflix? And would you be a part of a linebackers doc if they had one?
Yeah, you know, I have watched. I watched quarterback. I watched receiver, man. I think they do an outstanding job with both shows. And, you know, who knows? Maybe they'll take a side over to the defensive side one of these days and get our story. Who knows? But we'll see.
Yeah. Fred, great to catch up with you. And congrats on the kid, by the way. You getting any sleep?
Yeah. I'm gonna get plenty of sleep now. We're in the hotel, so but it's been great, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, he's been the best thing for me and my wife, man.
Love it, man. Love it. Great to hear your voice. We can't wait to get another year started, man.
Absolutely. All right, appreciate you guys.
Okay, thanks so much. There it is. Fred Warner joining us here on Willard and Dibs 95.7 The Game.
And he spoke the most true.